this is Gilbert Gottfried, and this is Gilbert Gottfried's amazing Colossal podcast. I'm here with my co-host, Frank Santopadre, and our other visitor, the late Ray Bone, who passed away this morning surrounded by his loved ones.
I'm coming to you from beyond the grave.
Raybone is sitting in on the rare full episode because we're doing a special show. Also, we're at Earwolf with our friend and our engineer, Frank Verderoso.
Verderosa.
And we're doing something different, aren't we, Gil?
Yes, this is going to be a whole different thing where we're going to be taking calls.
Yes, we actually did it. The 5 callers already on the line. Look at that. We did this once before at Sirius. Do you remember that? We had Joe McGinty doing musical accompaniment, and it went fairly well. And Dara thought, okay, it's episode 250. I can't believe we've done 250 of these freaking things.
That's a rave for this show. It went fairly well.
It's a rave.
Yeah.
That's a 5-star review. Yeah. And Dara said, it's show 250. Let's do something different. Let's shake it up. So we're trying it. We're at Earwolf through the good graces of our friend Jared O'Connell. Dara is live streaming. Frank is going to forward the calls. Raybone is here. It's a party. Gilbert's got his wine.
Yes.
And we're taking the listener calls. I feel like I'm on NPR here.
What do you think? Let's try it.
Let's try it.
Without further ado, Frank?
Okay.
What do we got?
Caller number 1.
Cope?
You are on the air.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Yes.
How are you? You are the first caller on episode 250. Who do we have the pleasure of talking to?
My name is Marvin.
Hello, Marvin.
And hi. Happy birthday, Gilbert.
Oh, thank you.
How nice. Marvin, what's cooking? Where are you?
I'm in California.
Wonderful. Fire away.
Yeah, the question is, did you know that Richard Pryor fucked Marlon Brando in his ass?
No,
We're off to a roaring start.
I knew it, but I strongly believe Marlon Brando fucked Richard Pryor in the ass because I just love the image of an 800-pound Brando holding down a terrified Richard Pryor. I have photos of it.
He's got daguerreotypes.
That eventually is what killed Richard Pryor. Yeah. He said worse than being set on fire was having Marlon Brando fuck him in the ass. Yeah.
Marvin, what better way to kick off the 250th episode? Thank you for that.
Thank you, guys. I love you guys so much.
Oh, hey, listen, we appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. We'll talk again.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you. It's all downhill from here.
Some people really understand the show. You know?
Do you think it's a little too intellectual?
Yeah, we could do this on NPR. Okay, who's next, Francis? We got another call.
We have a caller from Long Island. Hello, Long Island.
Hello there.
Hello, Gilbert and Frank. How are you?
Hey, how are you? Who are you?
This is Ryan Franzese from Long Island.
Ryan, a man I think I'm distantly related to. How are you?
Yes, we are.
Ryan and I met on social media, and he has the same last name as my grandmother.
Oh.
So I'm thinking that there may be some kind of distant connection, which we have yet to figure out. How are you, man?
It sounded like a Guinea name.
Yeah, good. Very perceptive of you, Gilbert.
It also sounds like a distant connection.
What's up, Ryan?
Hey, happy birthday, Gilbert.
Oh, thank you.
Sweet. What can we do for you, my friend?
I wanted to ask about Gilbert. He recorded 2 songs for the Aladdin franchise, one of them very syncopated, but every time on the podcast, there is, whether it's the theme to F Troop or whatever, Gilbert cannot stay on time at all, whether there's an accompaniment or not. Gilbert, how did they get those songs out of you?
He wants to know how the songs you did for the Aladdin album, you managed to actually stay on meter.
Well,
in meter in time.
I'm an extraordinary singer. I'm like Mel Torme when I leave here.
Yeah, you're the Velvet Fog.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's a guy who he listens to enough of the show to know how many songs you've butchered.
Yes.
Someone has said, our friend, who was it? Was that Adam Dorn, Frank, who was here, who said Gilbert actually has a lovely voice, but he has trouble staying in tempo.
He defined it as a very smooth, romantic voice. Gilbert's going to do ASMR soon. It's going to be his new passion.
Ryan, does that answer the question in any way, shape, or form?
Well, close.
Okay. do you own this Aladdin record that you speak of?
The soundtrack?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. You sang 2 songs in that thing?
2.
Jesus
yes.
Christ.
Forget About Love.
Yeah.
And I'm Looking Out for Me.
You want to favor us with about 15 seconds of one of them?
Oh, that's it. I've had it. I hate to be dramatic, but it's time for me to fly the coop. Terrific. Fine. I'm drawing the line before I wind up in a parrot soup. I was a fool to let you run the show. I'm cutting you loose, pal. Look out below. Arrivederci, c'est la vie. Hope all goes well. I'm looking out for me.
Nice. That wasn't bad.
The studio audience loved it.
Ryan, just for you, man. Thank you for calling, and eventually we'll figure out this whole relation thing.
We'll get it. Thank you, guys.
Okay, man. Thank you. I'll see you on Facebook. 2 songs in, two calls in. We've already got a song out of Gilbert.
Yeah.
This is a success.
I have a good feeling about this next caller.
Oh, you do you?
And forget about that guy. Forget about the way you fell into his eyes.
All right, we got another caller.
All right.
now you're just torturing someone.
Yes.
Okay, who's on the line?
Strangers in the night.
Who is this?
Gilbert.
Yes. Hi.
William Lanham.
William Lanham, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, Gilbert?
Hi.
Happy
Okay.
birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody knows it's your birthday.
I got a question for you, Gilbert. It's been pondering me for like centuries. Are you Jewish?
No, that's a vicious rumor that got started. This whole thing, it's like Rock Hudson being gay. It's just someone starts that rumor and just people accept it.
William, where'd you get that idea?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something about being,
I think it was
cheap and
the Inquirer that started this.
That outed you?
yeah, I think,
Yeah.
right, yeah. I think
He's a Gentile all the way.
right.
Yes.
William, thank you. Thanks for calling up, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thank you, man. There you go. We got a song out of you,
Oh, yes.
and we learned your ethnicity.
Yes.
3 calls in.
All this time I thought you were Italian. I could have
Yes.
sworn.
All
No,
right.
I'm Dutch.
Hey, you know what they say about people with 916 area codes?
What do they say?
They say this.
What is 916?
Well, hey there, Gil. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
How are you? Who are you?
This is Stefan from Sacramento, and I got to say, gentlemen, it is a tough act to follow Richard Pryor getting fucked in the ass by Marlon Brando.
Yeah,
Between that and the impromptu Disney number, I think we're off to a rolling start.
We are. We are. We'll try to live up to that, the previous calls.
Well, so far, I think we're doing good.
Also, I think they used to try to follow it with Andy Devine fucking Clark Gable in the
That's a Drew Friedman fever dream.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a rumor started by Drew Friedman. What's your question, my friend?
Well, I didn't really have so much of a question as just a comment. I really
Sure.
wanted to say that, being a kid of the 90s, born in the 80s, after seeing Mr. Gottfried as Iago, the principal of Problem Child, and then, seeing him do The Aristocrats and followed up with Hollywood Squares and Dan Carver from the KKK, I really feel like I've come full circle. So thank you for that closure in my life.
Wow. I haven't thought of Dan Carver from the
Yeah.
Howard Stern Show in a long time.
So my career built all the way up to the KKK.
Weren't you on the Dan Carver roast?
Yes.
That they did on the Howard Stern
Howard
show?
Stern.
Daniel Carver.
They did a
Well, I haven't-
Daniel Carver
I
roast.
haven't thought of that name in a long time. Good reference. Thank you, man.
Wake up, white people.
Okay. Much to our surprise, the calls are pouring in. So, Who's this 304 area code person?
Let's find out.
Okay, this is exciting.
Caller, you're on the air.
Shit.
Hello?
Holy shit. Am I on?
You
oh
are.
Oh, my gosh. Holy shit.
You're on.
Oh, hey, Frank, Gilbert, what's going on?
How are you, man?
Oh, hi, how are you?
Against your better judgment, identify yourself.
Oh, sorry. It's Matthew from West Virginia.
Hello, Matthew. How are you?
I'm pretty good, man. This is awesome. Is Fly Paperless Raybone there, too?
He is here. Yes.
I appreciate that, Matthew. I sit here hour after hour. Nobody acknowledges.
He's here. He's Fly Paperless. What was the other one? He's Origami-less?
Yes.
He's researching last
He
week's
has
mini.
no origami.
Right. He's heavily medicated. What?
I'm a huge, as a TV movie, I'm 37 years old, lifetime love of TV and movies, and they listen to you guys every week. It's awesome. So I just want to say thank you so much.
Oh,
for
we
everything you guys
appreciate it.
do. I actually had a question and a request.
Sure.
The question is, for Gilbert, happy birthday, Gilbert.
Oh, thank you.
Fuck, marry, kill. If you could fuck, marry, or kill, pick one of these people. Gail Mathias, Ann Risley, and Denny Dillon.
Oh, my God. That won't get us into trouble.
I always wanted to both fuck and marry Joe Piscopo.
Good PC answer.
Yes.
Does that settle it for you, Matthew?
It does. And before I go, one request, if you can I hear Dummy in the Window at some point during this broadcast?
He'll do it right now. He's
yes.
shameless.
Today I thought I saw a dummy in the window, but it was you.
Brings a tear to my eye.
Beautiful. It should. This is a flashback. Dummy in the Window, Daniel
Yes.
Carver. Matthew, thank you. We appreciate the call.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
Okay, pal. Thank you. They're coming in, Paul.
Yeah.
Like a tsunami.
It's
Oh, I'm sorry, Gilbert. I didn't mean to say tsunami.
Yes.
Apologies.
Yeah.
Poor choice of words.
Gilbert's just been fired from his podcast. Yes.
Who do we have the pleasure of talking to?
This person is a big surprise. 'Cause
Oh.
I don't know who it is.
Okay.
Hello, person.
Hi, this is Catherine Esperanza from Oakland, California.
Hi, Catherine.
See, women do listen to the show.
That's encouraging. That warms my heart.
And it sounds
Yes.
like another guinea.
Catherine, what is your last name?
Esperanza.
Esperanza.
It's Spanish.
She's Spanish.
Oh,
Sorry.
You
okay.
owe Catherine an apology.
Oh,
Catherine, we're heartened to hear from women on this show. We can't tell you enough.
Oh, well, we are fans, and also young women are fans, too. I'm glad to say I'm still in my 30s, barely, but yes.
Oh,
you
wonderful. Listen, that
don't
gives us
only have an older audience.
that gives us hope, believe
Yes.
me. Do you have a question or a request or something?
Well, I wanted to say happy birthday, Gilbert,
thank you.
and also thank you so much for the most recent podcast y'all posted with Austin Pendleton.
Wasn't that fun?
He was a great
That
guest.
question, the question that you went to straight away, it was what I would have asked him about, too. Everything about Skidoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of if he'd been on any other podcast, they would have asked him about A Beautiful Mind,
Yeah.
or What's Up, Doc. But we went right into Skidoo. It shows you where we live.
Right into the gold.
Right, the gold. Listen, he's happy to talk about Skidoo.
You seem to be the only ones asking him about
Yeah,
it.
I mean, he worked with Groucho Marx on screen.
Yeah. We had Frankie Avalon and we had Austin, so there's one surviving cast member, which I think is Michael Constantine.
Wow.
So I guess we've got to complete the triumvirate. So we'll try to do that. He's around.
Oh, we'll have to get him on then.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in Skidoo. Yeah.
You're a woman after our own heart, Catherine. We appreciate that. And Austin was great, wasn't? Did you hear John Aston episode?
Oh, yes. I'm caught up to everything.
Look at you. We appreciate that.
A super fan.
How about that? I'm going to go home and
Thank
tell
you
my wife
so
there are
much.
women listening. Thank you, Catherine. We appreciate you, and we appreciate you taking the time to call.
One more thing, dear.
Sure.
Yes.
So you've already been asked about Dummy in the Window and a few other classics. I was thinking about whether to ask about why did Groucho keep staying in the business, or just bring up Cesar Romero. So it's your choice, Gilbert, whichever one of those two you want to.
There you go.
Because Chico needed the money.
See, Catherine, we take requests. Thank you so much
Brilliant.
for calling. We appreciate it.
No, thank you for your podcast.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, Francis, what do you got for us? 414 area code.
Yeah, there's a couple of four. We're big in the 414. No,
Yeah.
you know what it is? Somebody's dialing from their landline and their cell.
Is that California? Is that Northern California?
We're about to find out.
Okay.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
No, it's Milwaukee, and it ain't Gino Salamone, it ain't David Fantle, a couple of your favorite guests. My name's Andy Franklin, and love the show. And Gilbert, I just want to say, you don't look a day over 70.
Perfect.
I saw you perform almost years ago. It was terrific. I haven't heard you make Ben Gazzara jokes since, and I wish they'd come back.
Oh, you're not doing the he's not doing the Ben Gazzara bit anymore?
Yeah, can you believe I dropped a bit?
You know, I fell in love with him years ago, Andrew, when I saw him at the old Carolines at the Seaport. That Ben Gazzara joke was the thing that made me say, I need this man in my life. And now look at me.
Yeah.
What a mistake.
If you could buy that time back. Yeah.
Do you have a question for us or a request? Did we lose him?
He shot himself.
I think we did. I think we lost him.
He shot himself.
Did Andrew take his life? I sure hope not.
The show is going to be more dangerous.
Andrew, we appreciate the call regardless. Okay. Here's another one.
Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, I'm an attorney representing the interests of Gino Salamone. And, Mr. Godfrey. You know how sickening it is to sit here hearing people just heap praise on Gilbert?
Gino, we apologize for that.
By the way, you've taken 8 calls, and 8 times I've heard him already go, "Oh, thank you."
Yes. That's a catchphrase.
It's like McHale's Navy. Oh, thank you, McHale.
Did I ever play you my favorite line Gino ever said?
Let's hear it. I think we know what it is.
Frank's the best.
That's my favorite.
One more time.
Frank's the best.
You are. All the Franks are the best. And let's pay tribute to Frank Santopadre, who is driving down the road of interviewing. He is making progress. He's going down the road, and then Gilbert just turns the wheel and makes a U-turn. Whatever they're talking about, he completely changes the subject.
It's like driving with a 5-year-old on your lap. You're constantly worried that he's going to take the wheel and pull you into a hydrant.
And now,
I want to throw one thing out there.
Gino, you're going to be very happy about this. Later on, I'm going to be presented with gifts.
Oh, no. That's disgusting.
Gino, who paid when you were in New York last week buying dinner? Did he pick it up?
Hey.
Wild guess?
Yeah. Hey, I can't let him pay.
Did you say your money's no good here?
Yes.
Your money's no good.
Your money's worthless around me.
I want to add something new to the show that's never been told. Gilbert's cheapness, he would call me from a bookstore and read the Tony Curtis. He'd read a chapter of the Tony Curtis autobiography to me as Tony Curtis. I would like you to tell the Tony Curtis Danny Kaye story, please.
Okay. Well, everybody, as we've discussed on this show, everyone hated Danny Kaye.
We've made that clear.
Tony Curtis was at a party, and Danny Kaye was there. And Danny Kaye was being very, he was like looking down on Tony Curtis. And finally, being very insulting, very patronizing. And so finally, Tony Curtis got angry, and he goes, and I stood there and looked right into Danny Kaye's eyes, and I said, Fuck you, Danny.
Gino, you're getting all your tributes, all the things you brought to this show.
I love you all. Great job. Keep it going. I love this show.
We love you.
It's essential to all of us.
You are indispensable. You're a big part of this show, and we thank you.
This is the last time we're letting you on the air.
Love to Pamela.
Oh, thank you for calling.
We love you, pal.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye. Who gave him the number?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys want to talk to a New Yorker?
Yeah, of course we do. 718.
You're on.
718 in the house.
Hello. How you doing?
Hello there. Hello there.
Hey, happy birthday, Gilbert. You're 1 year away from having some stuff in Judas' collection.
Oh, yes.
Oh, a Drew Friedman reference.
Yes.
Judots. Who do we have the pleasure of talking to?
My name's Pete from Brooklyn.
Pete. Hi, Pete.
How you doing?
Say hi to Raybone. He's sitting here with an IV in his arm.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is. In a year from now, Drew Friedman's going to draw a picture of me, and he'll be like putting liver spots all over it.
You think it'll take a year?
Yeah.
He'll just get a bigger marker. Many size marker.
What can we do for you, Pete?
Well, I actually design and build props for Broadway shows, and I have a question for Gilbert about props that maybe he has had trouble with on his movie or TV sets.
Wow. Go ahead. Prop question.
Is there anything besides a very awkward horse dentist chair that has given you trouble over the years?
Oh, my God. That was when I did Hot to Trot.
Hot to Trot. Yeah.
And this was so scary because horses don't sit down.
Yes.
And so they built a giant dentist chair, and they were putting this horse in a most uncomfortable position, trying to sit down. And I was scared that this horse is going to fall, and they're going to have to shoot him in front of me.
Yeah. Or shoot you in front of the horse.
Yeah. And the horse would
I
applaud.
have to build that shit every day. Yeah, I understand. But
Pete, you probably heard him tell that story on the Bobcat episode.
I think I did. Yeah, with the Bobcat, and maybe it was rehashed somewhere else. It's called back on a. Oh God.
One of the cinema classics of Gilbert's career. One of your high points.
Yeah.
One thing with props, any time whenever you see these movies, like it's particularly westerns, where they take a wine bottle and smash it over the other guy's head, and that's like, I don't know what it's made out of, but
it used to be made out of sugar, but now it's like a whole different chemical process to make those. And one company makes them in L.A., and it's a pain in the ass to get them because when you ship them, you got to order 3 times as much because most of it breaks on transport.
Yeah, the hardest thing about those is you have to be so gentle with it, and you have to look like you're really putting strength into it, but you have to be, because it's like tissue paper.
You ever get hit with a breakaway bottle?
Oh, I've had, like it's
sugar glass.
dust.
Yeah.
Wait, but can't you get a nickel refund on those? Why would they waste such a thing?
In Fort Fairline, I take a record and smash it, and that's made out of that.
Right.
And,
same stuff,
Well, Pete, we're glad people in the industry actually listen to the show.
Oh, I love the show. I listen to it religiously.
Thank you, man.
Over and over again.
You have a favorite episode?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what wait. You know what I love too? The breakaway bottles where one guy hits the bottom of the bottle on the edge of a desk and it makes jagged edges.
Oh, yeah. Another bad movie cliche.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have a favorite one before we jump?
Oh, there's too many, but I'm going to go with Rupert Holmes. Rupert Holmes.
Wasn't he great?
And Richard Kind.
We got to get Rupert back. He brings it every time.
But there are too many to name a favorite. I fucking goddamn, like every one. I just listen to over and over again.
You are too sweet. Well, we appreciate it, Pete, and thanks so much for the call.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
no
thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. We'll keep it going, buddy. Thank you so much.
See ya.
Bye.
All right.
All right. And the calls keep on coming.
We're gonna go down one from 718 all the way down to 717.
717. Where is 717, sir?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
How are you?
Yeah, hello.
You're on with us.
I'm good. My name's Aaron Fisher. This is Pennsylvania.
He's in Pennsylvania. What's your name? I didn't get the first name.
Aaron Fisher.
Aaron. Hi, Aaron. How you doing?
I'm good.
Say hello to Raybone. He's barely conscious.
Hello. Are you speaking to me?
He's on his last legs. What can we do for you, Aaron?
I just wanted to say happy birthday to Gilbert.
Thank you.
Sweet. Thank you. My birthday was this month, too, you know, Aaron.
Fuck you.
And Dara's was last week. We get no love at all. We're all February babies.
There's a big surprise at the end of this episode. And that surprise is we still do nothing for you guys.
Exactly. Thank you. Aaron, do you have a request or something else you want to share? A favorite episode or guest idea?
Well, I have a question for Gilbert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you could be any superhero, who would you be and why?
Any superhero. Who would you be?
Well, I always thought it's just like, whenever you see like Justice League and all that, I always feel like, well, you got Superman.
Yeah.
He's got everything.
Right.
So I think, Superman. It's not too original to say Superman. But I feel like, why do you need the other superheroes helping out Superman?
Well, for one thing, because he's vulnerable to kryptonite.
Yes.
So you need backup.
Yeah, because there's so much kryptonite on the earth.
So now, you, of course, famously played a Superman villain.
Yes.
You played
Miss Picklick.
I won't even attempt it.
And I did 2 episodes of the live-action Superboy series.
Oh, you were Knick Knack.
Knick Knack.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about that? Did you know that, Aaron?
I did not. I am probably one of his younger viewers. I am 21 years old.
Well, he filled in for Linda Carter when she was out once on Wonder Woman, when she had the mumps. Thank you for calling, my man. We appreciate it.
I'm with you. Superman is my guy, too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Aaron. Thanks for the call. Take care of yourself.
Superman was there before most of those other guys.
Yeah.
You're not into any of the other superheroes from the Justice League?
I mean,
Hawkman or Green Lantern or...
I guess, but I kind of feel like, okay, you got Superman. He can fly.
Yeah.
He's invincible.
Faster than a speeding locomotive.
Oh, yes.
Right. So everybody else is superfluous.
Yes, yeah.
What about Adam, the guy that could shrink himself? You know the Atom?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
and what is his point exactly?
He's he can make himself tiny.
Oh, that's really
myself pretty tiny
intimidating.
too. Just need a pool and some cold water.
How do you pronounce that, Mr. Mixshikshaplik?
Say it again.
Everyone pronounces it differently. With me, it was Miss Picklick.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
When I was a kid, I really wanted to know, and I never did find out.
Well, now you know. Now you're sitting across from... now this poor caller is being tortured by this conversation. Hello!
Welcome to Loveline. Caller, you're on.
You're with Dr. Drew and Adam. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, who are you?
I'm James.
Hi, James. How
Hi.
are you? Say hi to Paul and Gilbert.
Hey, James.
Hi, Paul. Hi, Gilbert.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Where are you calling from?
I'm from Indiana.
Ooh, we're all over the map here
He's
today.
normal.
Indiana.
I was just played Indiana recently.
What's the
Okay.
what's the bicycle movie for Breaking Away?
Breaking Away.
Breaking Away.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. And the Jacksons are from Gary, Indiana.
That's right.
But I digress. Do you have a question or a request, or would you like to know Gilbert's heritage?
What? Well, first, I'd like to wish Gilbert a happy birthday, like many
Thank
others.
you.
Oh, nice.
And then I have a request.
Sure.
If Gilbert could rate my Christopher Walken impression.
Okay, great. Fire away.
Okay. Now, I'm sick, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Sorry, did he say rated or raped?
Yes.
I got
He
confused.
also wanted it rated.
Oh, okay.
He wanted it raped. He wanted to be raped as Christopher Walken.
That's not uncommon.
And he wanted the person raping him to be doing a Marlon Brando imitation.
It's a callback
Yes.
to the first call. It's pretty good impression. Do you do others?
I do a Bill Clinton.
Let's hear it.
Now, when I would watch Aladdin, I would get very attracted to Jasmine.
Wow, it's a Gilbert Gottfried specific Bill Clinton.
Yes, that really is.
You can't ask for more than
I'm
that.
just glad he didn't say Iago.
I would rate them. I would rate them a solid A.
Yes.
On both fronts.
Yes.
Thank you, my man. Thanks for calling up all the way from Indiana.
Your career all lies ahead of you now. This could be it. Right
Yes,
here.
Gilbert cannot help you, unfortunately. Thank you, my man. Thanks for calling. Okay. Who's next on the old line? 856 area code, Frankie.
Oh, this is you know who this is? They're gonna wait. You're gonna be so surprised. Go
You
ahead.
say that with every call.
Say who you are.
Okay. Hello.
Hey guys, it's Rob Smentek from the Listener Society.
Hey.
Hello, Rob Smentek.
Happy birthday.
Rob Smentek is one of the founders of the Gilbert Gottfried Amazing Colossal Listener Society.
Hello, Mr. Schmendrick.
Mr. Smentek. Smentek, not Smendrick.
Yes.
Rob, how are you?
He just died.
Hello.
Yeah.
The late head of the...
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, buddy. Thanks for calling in.
Sorry, cut out there for a second.
That's okay. We'll edit it. We'll clean it up.
We thought the worst had happened.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Let me take a moment to thank you for all you do. You and Eric and Peter Santamaria and all the caretakers of the Listener Society. We appreciate it.
We're proud to do it. There's 5,000 of us sick motherfuckers now, so
Well, I appreciate it. I don't think
Thank
Gilbert
you.
has any appreciation.
I don't give a fuck.
Gilbert has no
Yeah.
idea.
Gilbert learns the name of the show every week. Arnie Kogan. Thank you, Arnie. Rob, what can we do for you? You got a request, a guest idea?
I do. I'd like to ask Groucho a couple quick questions.
All right. You come to the right place.
Groucho, why did you tell Frank Verderosa to lose the live podcast tape?
Because Chico needs the money.
Frank's the best.
And Groucho, what were birthdays like in your day?
Well, on my day, a birthday was something that, if it was the date that you were born on, that was called a birthday. And meaning that you were born, and when you're born, that's a birth. That's also known as a birth. And it was a day that it takes place in. So it was known in my day as a birthday. And if you wanted someone to be happy at that time, you would say, "Happy birthday," meaning that on the day you were born, you should be happy.
You know, we're working on getting Bill Marks on the show, Harpo's son.
Yes.
And you must do that for him.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I'm sure he's going to love it. Rob, anything else?
Nope. Happy birthday, Gilbert. Take care,
Thank
boys.
you.
Enjoy yourself.
Hey, man, thanks for all you guys do. We really do appreciate it. And come in. I told you, you and Eric and
The
Peter.
other two are lazy guineas.
Thank you. You come in and we'll do a mini episode sometime.
Can we clarify that I was nowhere near the episodes that were lost?
Yes, I want to clear up any kind of controversy. Frank was nowhere near the episodes they were lost. They were lost by someone who shall go unnamed. He had nothing to do with it.
I blame Frank. Yeah.
It's just a Gilbert runner.
Yeah.
Like I have clients that are starting to listen to the show and they're going to hear that joke and go, "Oh, do we trust him with our
it's podcast lore at this point.
That's one of many reasons you don't want to be associated with this show.
Rob, thank you, buddy. All right, 949 area code. We don't have names on the screen. We should point out.
Do you know who this is?
That's why we're asking everybody who.
Wait till you see who this is.
Okay, you say that with every caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh! Oh, is this Hal again?
This is Hal again.
Yes.
Hi, Hal.
Because that was the name of the computer in 2001.
Yes.
Hal.
Yes.
We should point out that when we were testing the line, he was a full hour early, and he got to be our test caller.
Yeah, there's a man that doesn't wait around.
I don't know if this is true, but it's certainly a great thing. They say that Hal is the letters before IBM, like HIAB.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I
some
was told
Stanley
there wasn't gonna be
Kubrick trivia.
math.
Well, as Frank was explaining, Hal was our first caller. He called at 6:15, and we were kind enough. He was kind enough to help us out with a test. So, Hal, I'm glad you came back.
But now we have nothing to say to him. All right, bye, Hal.
Who do you want to talk about?
I was going to ask about House of Dracula and what Gilbert thought, or who gave the best performance in House of Dracula? Onslow Stevens or Skelton Nags?
Well, Skelton Nags is always good.
Can't beat Skelton.
Skelton Nags can't give a bad performance. In House,
I didn't buy him a Gigi.
No. In House of Dracula, I mean, I'm a major Lon Chaney Jr. fan, but someone should have said to him, lose the mustache.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Count Alucard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was in as the
Alucard.
Wolfman
Yeah.
in House of Dracula. He had a mustache. I'm thinking your biggest problem is that you grow hair. Why you what you think I turn into a werewolf and I kill people? I think a mustache would be pretty snazzy. And I fucking hated that at the end they allegedly cure him of lycanthropy.
Yeah. I tell you, as much as I love Chaney Jr., he wasn't Dracula.
No.
He wasn't a good count.
No, he was not a good Dracula.
Carradine was even a better count.
Yes.
Than
yes.
Alucard.
And Francis Lederer.
Francis
Lederer was the only, to my knowledge, the only Jewish Dracula.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And of course, there's David Niven in blackface.
Oh,
in
God,
old
yes,
Dracula.
Yes.
Look that one up, Hal.
Yeah, just when you think the film can't get any worse, you see David Niven in blackface.
Yeah. Well, he was scarred. He was emotionally scarred ever since Joan Crawford peed on him.
Oh, that's right.
Of course.
Al, we appreciate you hearing from you. And thanks for...
I was reading...
Thank you, buddy.
...that Tyrone Power liked to get shit on.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Where did you read this? In TV Guide?
Yeah. No, it was in Us Magazine.
I see.
They said he liked to get shit on. He's just like us.
I know how your mind works.
Yes.
This is really disturbing. All right. Hopefully we have a palate cleanser here. 205 area code. Who's on the line?
Do you know who it is?
I
Wait till
don't.
you see who this is.
I won't know till they talk to me.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes. Oh, another woman.
Hi.
My heart is soaring.
It's me, yes. My name is Beverly.
Hi, Beverly. Is that you, Beverly? Beverly Carr?
Yes, it's me.
Beverly, we love you.
Beverly.
We love you, Beverly.
Hi.
I finally got to hear Beverly's
love you
voice.
guys.
Beverly, you are the
I
best.
love you guys.
We love you.
Oh, no. You are the best.
How long have you been sitting on hold, Beverly?
And oh, gosh. I've actually lost track of time.
It was 29 minutes.
Could you hear the
Exactly
show?
29
Could you hear
Yes.
Gilbert doing
Yes.
various impressions?
Yes.
All right, so at least you were
I
not
could.
entertained.
I was very entertained. I was extremely entertained. I just love you guys. And if I were there right now, birthday spankings for everyone.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Even Dara?
Can we arrange to fly her in?
Oh, Beverly. Do you have a question or a request?
Yes and yes. All right. this is a strange question, but
Yep.
if you were to make the podcast into a movie or a miniseries, who would play you guys?
Did you get the question?
Oh, who would play me in the mini?
Gilbert has often said he'd play himself.
I play with myself.
I get confused.
Play with himself?
Yes.
I see Sandy Duncan as Gilbert.
Yeah.
But that's me.
I think Lovelady Powell.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me think. Who would play me? Who would be?
Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah. I was going to say Stu Gillum's dead.
Yeah.
Cedric the Entertainer's good. He's very versatile.
And I'd be played by Scoey Mitchell in that
I
version.
think Helen Hayes and Mildred Natwick. I think we can bring back the Snoop sisters. Beverly, you are such an active part of this show on social media and on Facebook. We appreciate that.
Thank you guys. I do. I absolutely love your podcast.
I'm not sure why Frank is playing Genesis.
Maybe every week.
He can explain this to me. Why the Genesis?
The Genesis?
I love Genesis.
Oh, perfect. Why turn it on again?
Yeah.
That's a great song.
Oh, great. Okay. No other reason than that. Bev, do you have a favorite episode that we've done?
I can't narrow it down.
Mm-hmm.
I really can't. As a matter of fact, the other day I went back and listened to the Artie Lang Hocus episode.
It's a classic. It's an enduring classic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And whenever I'm feeling sort of down, I will go and listen to Mario Cantone or Richard Kind. You guys just make me happy.
Thank you. We love Richard. We love Mario. And it's like we've got a stock company going on the show. It's like the Preston Sturgis stock company of our regular performers.
Oh, look, it's Senator Claghorn.
Bev, we appreciate it.
I love John Aston.
Wasn't he great?
He was terrific.
Wasn't he great? The white whale for us. We chased him for 2.5 years, and he paid off. He delivered.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, Bev.
I've been called the white whale.
I have a request.
Go ahead.
I would love to hear Gilbert sing Are You Ready to Take a Chance Again?
Okay, he'll do a couple of bars.
Take a chance again.
Okay.
Yay.
Go ahead, Gil. Quick.
You remind me I live in a shell, safe from the past. I'm doing okay, but not very well. No jolts, no surprises, no crisis arises. My life goes along as it should. It's all very nice, but not very good. And I'm ready to take a chance again. Ready? Okay.
That's plenty.
Yeah.
If your goal was to keep Charlie Fox as far away from this show as possible, you've succeeded. Beverly, thank you. We love you. We'll see you.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Okay, hon. We'll see you on Facebook. Thank you.
Great. Bye.
Gilbert, you are working tonight. Impressions, Groucho, songs, Dummy in the Window. It's
I'm like Wayne Newton.
It is. You're like the consummate entertainer. Who is next on the line?
Pretty soon I'll be singing Candyman.
Don't give anyone any ideas. 847. Who's calling?
I feel like this is upstate New York, right?
You do?
Chicago.
Okay.
Hello there.
Who do we have?
Hello, hi. My name is Mike Campobasso. How are you guys?
Mike
Campobasso.
How you doing over
Are you
there?
Paisano, Mike?
I am Paisano.
I knew there was something I liked about you.
that sounded like a Guinea name.
So you just abused the guy just got on the line. Mike, how are things in Chicago?
Things are cold in Chicago, Frank. Really cold.
You should look up our friend Mike McPadden. He's in Chicago.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, make him take you to lunch.
Let's give his phone number out on the air.
Now that
I have his address.
Freezing in Chicago, I know my agent will call up and go, "Oh, we got a club in Chicago."
Exactly. Exactly. If not Buffalo. What do you do there in Chicago, Mike?
I do some voiceover work here in Chicago.
Oh, good for you.
He's one of my people.
What are you trying to put Gilbert out of the business?
Yes. A lot of people are. Yes.
Do you have a
Never.
request or a suggestion or something, my friend?
I do. First, I just wanted to thank you guys because I've learned so much about so many different actors and entertainers who I wasn't familiar with until I listened to your podcast.
Oh, you're sweet.
So I wanted to say thank you.
That's what we want to hear.
I mean,
yeah.
For sure. I mean, actors such as Danny Thomas.
Oh, the obscure names.
And Pat McCormick.
You learn more about Danny Thomas than you wanted to know. Tell the truth.
I love it. You guys make me laugh, and you teach me.
We're nothing if not educational.
I really enjoy it.
We're nothing if not educational.
It's fun and it's good for you too.
Yeah, it's good for you. Do you know that Danny Thomas was the master of the spit take? Did you know that?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
There's just too many things to say about that one.
This is slightly unrelated, but I found a great video of Tony Randall and Al Molinaro, who played Murray the Cop, doing a spit take contest on YouTube. See if you can find it. Little connection to Danny Thomas.
Now, but what Danny Thomas was spitting out wasn't water.
All right. Mike, we appreciate hearing from you. Before you jump, do you have a favorite episode?
Thank you, guys. I do. I have two.
Tell us.
One of my favorites is the one you guys did with Rupert Holmes, Richard Kind, Drew Friedman.
The anniversary show.
It was an anniversary show.
Yep.
That thing makes me laugh. I've listened to that thing so many times.
You are too kind.
That one, I also enjoyed the Rich Coe's episode. That was
Spenguli.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
We'll have Rich back sometime. He's a great guest and a great guy.
Yeah.
We thank you for calling from frigid Chicago, my friend.
Yeah, I always stop. Whenever I work Chicago, I stop by at Svengoolie.
Did you hear what he just said?
What?
He said, "Oh, thank you."
Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness.
Thank you, Mike. We'll talk to you again, buddy.
Guys.
Bye-bye.
I just realized this whole call thing is Gilbert's worst nightmare. Because if you look at the screen, there's a dollar amount for, replenished by Earwolf. So we started at like $30 and we're down to like $12.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just trying to imagine if Gilbert was watching the money slowly
see, now
drain.
I am.
Yeah, it's like a telethon in reverse.
Yes.
Let's see the board. 270 area code I do not recognize.
Oh, you know who's from that area code?
Oh.
It's this person.
Is it Don Ho?
Let's see what we're down to.
Do the giant cigarette lighter. Who's on the line now?
Call, you're on the air.
Hello.
Please insert 50 cents.
Did you hit talk?
I did.
Okay. Hello.
270, you there?
Nope. We lost
Going
him.
once.
270. We lost him.
Wait, I want to make sure. No, I got him up.
Hello.
So,
270. Can you hear us?
Like so many episodes, we're just going to have to lose the call.
This is like a real call-in show.
Yeah.
This is professional.
No one would ever know. It's my first time ever.
And our second.
Long time engineer, first time call guy.
First time, long time. 704 area
Boom.
code. You're on the air.
Hello. This is Adam Long. I've interacted with you some, Frank, on Facebook. And
I know you very well, Adam. How are you? Dara doesn't believe that I interact with like 75 people a week on social media, but I have my little mafia, and Adam is a member of that. How are you, man?
I'm doing well.
Where the hell is 704, by the way? Where's your area code?
I'm Charlotte, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay.
And I just love you guys. I grew up in a small town in North Carolina, and I felt like I was the only one, who got this stuff. And, as I've gotten older, I see that I'm not the only one, and it's so refreshing to hear what you guys do. And, of course, I just love so many aspects of the show. I did have a request, somebody that I thought would be quite interesting. I have a podcast of my own where I interview people from time to time, and the guy who runs the L.A. Dearly Departed tours in L.A., his name is Scott Michaels. He's been on the E! Channel before.
I'm aware of him.
Much interesting information. Okay, well, he is a great guest to have. I've had him on my show, and I know you guys could do so much better than I did with him.
Does he know you're putting him up to this?
Well, I'm sure he's usually pretty game for doing that sort of thing, and he's just so knowledgeable and has so many interesting stories that would just be right in your wheelhouse.
Because you know how morbid we both are.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Adam, he's not the same. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I love it when Gilbert signs off by saying he was found dead in his L.A. apartment.
It's one of Gilbert's signatures. Well, the guests are so thrown by these long intros. They don't expect to hear their entire career read before them. It's sort of like their life flashing before their eyes,
including parts of their life they've completely forgotten.
Yeah, some of them are flattered, and some of them are terrified. He's not the guy you're speaking of. He's not the guy that runs findadeath.com. The Find a Death website.
That's the same guy.
Yeah,
he's the same guy.
That's Find a Death.
And he also
Find a Grave. Is that it?
Yeah, that's the one. Findadeath.com. And he also has a well, there's Find a Grave, but his is Find a Death.
Right.
Which is actually. He has all the pictures of the celebrities' home.
It's right up Gilbert's alley.
Where they died.
You can see the apartment complex where Richard Deacon died. It's really
okay.
Exactly. This guy's even more obsessive and weirder than we are.
That's like some of these stores that they give like that. I could point to any house and go, that's where Marilyn Monroe died.
Well, yeah, but this guy's legit.
Oh,
this
wow.
guy does the research. If you can see the grave site if you're into this sort of thing, and you can also see the hotel or the 7-Eleven where they passed away or whatever it is.
Yeah,
it's one of those it's one of those rabbit hole sites where you go down there and you can't come out.
Is it the perfect counterpart to this show?
It is, in a way. Sorry to say.
It really is. And he has a museum also. That's what I was going to mention. He has a museum out in Los Angeles. I've been to it several times. And he offers these tours, but his museum is equally fascinating because he has such interesting things in there, such as the door to the hotel room where Divine was found dead.
Wow.
And he has the sink from Karen Carpenter's bathroom, the final bathroom in her home where she was living when she passed.
I'm ashamed to admit that this man has more in common with this show.
Yes.
But you know what? Talk to me on social, Adam, and we'll look into it. And maybe one day his site will include the 99-cent store that Gilbert will be found dead in.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I will. And and I also wanted to say happy birthday to Gilbert. I hope it's been a great one. And like I said, I just love you guys. And thank you so much for everything.
Thank you, pal. That means a lot. That means a lot to us. Any good wishes for Raybone, who's suffering from a number of maladies?
I'm looking at all the Find a Death stuff here. This is
pretty
amazing.
fascinating, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
That's a rabbit hole you want to emerge from.
Cemeteryguide.com.
Yep. Oh, it's a wormhole. Thank you, Adam. We love you, and we'll talk to you.
Love you guys too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Hey, we're going to take this next caller. We're going to go all the way to...
Look at this. Berneros is providing production in the moment.
Yes.
New York. We're not going to area code
All right, New York.
This is less work you'll have to do in post, Frank. Hello, New York City. Who's on the line? That's a convincing wig on Frank's head, by the way. Yes, who are we talking to?
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
Hello. Hello. It's John Fodiatis calling you guys.
Hey! It's Tom Fokiakis.
Hang on, I'm going to conference in Rachel Maddow. Give me 1 sec.
Rachel Maddow's here. She'd like a word with you, John.
Uh-oh. What's up?
He's not laughing.
I got Michael Caine here. He wants to wish Gilbert a happy birthday.
Michael Caine.
Ah, okay.
Fire away.
I give it. Happy birthday. I saw him playing with a ruby the size of a tangerine.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I thought that was Phil Collins.
John, I've known you for years. I didn't know you did impressions.
Oh, yeah. So how are you guys doing tonight? How's Gilbert enjoying his birthday?
He's enjoying it immensely. He's drunk.
Yes.
We snuck a little.
Well, no, actually, I'm on crystal meth.
He's halfway through a bottle of Manischewitz. Gilbert, this is our musician. This is John.
Yes, I know.
Who you call Tom Fokiakis.
Tom Foley.
Have you guys heard his album, by the way? He sent me a copy of the album. And it's
I have heard the album.
It's very good.
John, where can people get the album? Go ahead and plug it.
Oh, gee, you're giving me a plug.
Yeah.
Just go to Bandcamp or go to SoundCloud and look for Empty City Squares.
Empty City Squares on SoundCloud.
City Squares.
Do
That's
not look
it.
for Tom Fokiakis.
Do not look for Tom Fokiakis. He broke up with Dean Martin years ago.
You know, John has become a very good friend of mine. We just Genevieve and I just had dinner with John and his lovely wife Stacy, and I'm happy to say that this podcast brought you into my life and our lives.
Well, gee, can you cue the schmaltzy music?
Yes,
we'll do that in post. I'm going to play "Got to Get You Into My Life."
Yes, but we've become friends, and I don't mind.
Absolutely.
I don't mind boasting. I don't mind talking about how this podcast has changed your life.
Absolutely. Now, it's been great. I love you guys. I love the show. And what can I say? Thank you for letting me be a part of it. And as you can see, you've got a fan base that covers the whole country. It's pretty amazing.
Could you give us a little
People
Al Lewis
calling
on the
in
way
from
out?
everywhere. Yeah. Hey, Gilbert, are you doing a telethon?
I love Jackie and that corn pone humor.
Corn bone humor.
We have a milestone while John's on the phone, by the way.
Tell us.
We used up the money on this call-in thing, but it replenished for like $100 and some odd bucks. So
I have no idea how this works.
This is great.
Do we
So
owe
congratulations.
Do we owe Earwolf this money?
Yes, we have to pay cash on the way out.
Christ.
Gilbert said he's got his checkbook.
John, we love you.
Can I just one more thing?
Go.
Gilbert, please do Hervé Villachez in Scent of a Woman, and I'll hang up and wait for your
He'll
comment.
die happy if you do Scent of a Woman with Hervé Villachez. John, we love you. We'll talk to you, pal.
Bye.
Your name is Daphne, because you're wearing Chanel number 5.
That's one of my favorites.
So what I've learned tonight is that Dara is a master of area codes. So Dara, where's 216?
What do you got, Dara?
Oh, that's Ohio.
Ohio. So
How does she
Ohio.
know this? Is this
Ohio is now about to be on the air.
She's like Joyce Brothers, knowing everything about boxing.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely Ohio. Definitely Ohio.
Hello, Ohio. What do you got for us? Who are you?
Oh, hi. My name's Fred. I'm actually a physician. I'm 41 years old, but I've always aspired to be a comedy writer, and I'm a huge fan of Gilbert.
God help
and
you, Fred.
I love his style of humor and stuff. So, but I was just wondering if I could get his opinion on one of my bits that I came up with, just to see if he thinks if it sucks.
Fire away.
So anyway, I love making fun of things that annoyed me on television. And one of them, like at least back in the 90s, I don't know if you guys remember it, but you remember those old Pace Picante commercials, the ones with the cowboys, and they'd always get yelled at for the New York City salsa?
I do.
You remember that?
Yeah.
So anyway, so like for the bit, what I wanted to do was, so you have the cowboys and they're sitting around the campfire and they're getting the salsa out, and then you hear the one guy say, "This stuff's made in New York City," and then all the cowboys get pissed and say, "New York City." And immediately what I would do is I would pan to footage of the 9/11 attacks. So there'd be the planes hitting the buildings and, people jumping and then people running through the streets screaming, and you see the buildings collapsing.
Okay.
And it would be this really sort of somber music playing as the buildings collapse, and you see the people crying and screaming. And then all of a sudden I would immediately pan back to the cowboys, and I would just see these shocked faces, and then one of them would just say, "Oh." And then it would flash the Pace logo, and they would say, "Pick up the pace."
What kind of a doctor are you?
What kind of physician are you, Fred?
I think I'll open with it tonight.
Fred, you don't mind if Gilbert steals your bit, do you?
Well, I love this kind of stuff because it's like, do you remember? There's another bit that I came up with.
Oh, let's hear it.
One of my buddies is a neurosurgeon, and so I don't know if you've ever stayed at the MGM and stayed in the Villa Suites, but there's one Villa Suite that has a veranda that overlooks the Strip. So I'm out there with my cousin and this neurosurgeon buddy of mine, and we're looking at the Strip, and I'm looking at the New York hotel, and I'm drunk, and I'm looking at that hotel, and I tell my cousin, look, I don't think they built that building like they were supposed to. I think something's missing. And he says, "Well, what do you mean?" And I just said, "Well, I think there should be a plane sticking out of the side. I mean, wouldn't that be cool for a VIP suite?" And the Bellagio has the lights that go off every hour.
So all your bits involve 9/11.
Yeah. Do you have a third bit?
This is just some of it.
Do you have a third bit?
Do you have a bit about the Triangle Shirtwaist fire?
Well, like even just like, okay, here's another one. So
Oh,
this one actually
good.
got me a ton of hate. But like, did you watch the news when the Syracuse basketball coach, there was some jaywalker on the highway and he hit the jaywalker.
Okay.
And killed him. Yeah,
I'm
this is
laughing
that
already.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm a Syracuse alumnus because that's where I went to med school. And so I saw this, and a bunch of my buddies were like, "Oh my God, this is a tragedy," and he's going to have to deal with this for the rest of his life. And all these people were saying thoughts and prayers and all this other stuff. And the first thing I thought of, and I posted this, was, did he get called for traveling?
Do you have another one?
So, Fred, all these people are immediately like, fuck you, man, and who are you? And like, goddamn, you're an idiot, and who would even think of something like that?
Fred,
and
what?
So then I started saying other stuff. Like I responded, like, "Well, that's a technical foul."
Fred, what kind of doctor are you?
I'm a neurologist. But
Okay, can I hear another bit?
got a lot of nerve.
No, we got other calls on the line.
I know. I gotta hear another bit.
See, there's just so many of them.
One more quick one, Fred.
Well, okay, the only question, I mean, it's not a bit, but it was just a question for Gilbert.
Go ahead.
I want a bit.
No, go ahead. Give him a
I want
question.
a bit.
What's the question?
Well,
Give us a
the
bit.
question was, whoever that chick Rhonda was with the huge tits.
A child dying or something.
Oh, you mean Rhonda Shear?
Yes. Now do a bit.
Yeah, Rhonda
you said you had another bit. I want to hear another bit.
When you're put on the spot, you get so nervous. Like you really are a hero of mine. I wish I could tell you like a bunch of them.
Okay,
he's
nervous.
Shit,
he emailed one earlier.
Here's another one.
Okay,
so,
good.
Real quick, last one.
On
Six people on hold just killed themselves.
You know how you can. Well, but on Facebook, how you can change. They have these things where you can superimpose like a color on your profile.
Yes. Okay.
I support Planned Parenthood. So a bunch of this happened a couple of years ago, but a bunch of my friends, put this all up because they supported Planned Parenthood and stuff. And so I did the same thing, but I changed my profile picture to a picture of a can of Roto-Rooter, like solvent cleaner or something that you would dump into your sink, to clean out the clog. That was another one. But
See,
that's hilarious.
Let me. I can't emphasize enough that he's a physician. He graduated from medical
If
school.
this guy was playing somewhere, I would definitely go see him.
And there's a 2 Drano minimum at the club.
This man has spent
But I
years studying
love
the
this
mysteries
stuff.
of the human brain.
Dr. Fred, we thank you for the call. You've entertained us greatly.
Well, and just one other thing. If you ever do a neurological exam on an elderly patient, one of the best things you can do to assess for coordination is to tell them to put one finger down at a time. So in front of this entire family, this elderly lady, I was examining her, and so she put one finger down at a time. Finally, she's just holding her middle finger up at me, and the family goes, "Hey, kid." And then the lady just goes, "Man, this is me too." And so the family's just like going bonkers. This lady had a stroke.
Fred,
I actually came up with that.
This is terrific.
Gilbert has to get to the laundry.
We gotta go. Fred, thank you. This has been informative and educational. Take care, man.
If Gilbert ever needs anything and wants me to write bits, please call my number.
He's written it all down.
He's going to start watching CNN at nights for ideas.
I want this guy on every week.
Thank you, man. Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
I need a break.
Okay, we're going to take a 40-minute break. Who's next on the line? 616.
You're going to love this. You know who this is? They're going to tell us now.
That guy's therapist? Hello, you're with us. You're on.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Frank, it's Scott from Scott Stite from Michigan.
Hey, we know that name.
Hey, Scott Stite, we know
And
you.
Now we know how to say it.
Yep. Scott
Yes,
Scott
and thank you for letting me
Stuitt.
follow that Ohio caller.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody needs to follow him.
Got any stories about the Hindenburg you want to share?
Physically follow him.
Maybe some
my
concentration
God,
camp jokes or something. Lighten the mood.
You got a bit about the Donner Party you want to throw at us. How are you, Scott?
I had the oven on, and I had the gas on in the oven. I was ready to stick my head in.
Well, I'm glad you hung in there. What do you got for us, buddy?
I did. Number one, I love it. Thank you for everything, especially the 3 times you've asked questions to guests. Marion Ross and my favorite, Bill Faluga.
Oh, we asked your questions to
made
those
my
guests.
day.
That's great.
Yes.
Did I pronounce
And
your name
you-
right when I did it?
The first time, no. The next 2 twice after
Okay.
I corrected you.
Scott Stite. You have a favorite episode, Scott?
Yeah. I got to go with the 2 times that you had Bob Einstein on. Absolutely.
Well, he was only with us once,
Yeah.
but it felt like 2.
Yeah.
Was it only once? It felt like twice.
He listened to it twice.
Yeah.
He was terrific.
He was arguably our funniest show and our funniest guest. I found a voicemail message from Bob Einstein the other day on my phone, which I'm going to play on a future episode. Yeah, it was sweet to find it, and I saved it.
What a treasure!
He was
Absolutely.
a sweet man. I mean, he roasted us. He tore us a new one for an hour and a half, and then he called me at home later in the week to say what a wonderful time he had, and he was in a totally different place. What we knew was a put on, but he was actually so grateful.
Yeah, he was
to do the show. The real deal. One of the funniest people in the world.
Yeah, he was one of those, he hit the ground running. I mean, he was just from the right after the introduction.
Comedy genes.
Yeah.
I mean, his brother's Albert Brooks. His father was Park Your Carcass. It was all in the DNA.
And, with Funkhauser, I mean, right up to the end of his career, he was still funny. You
Absolutely. Did you hear the Larry Charles episode, Scott? We asked about Bob.
Absolutely. And then I listened to him today on Spike Ferenston's podcast, and I recommended that Spike Ferenston, the writer on Seinfeld, come on your show.
Okay.
At the same time, I also told Spike that having Gilbert on his podcast might not work because Gilbert's never had a driver's license.
No, that's not going to work. Scott wrote the Soup Nazi episode. It's not Scott. Spike wrote the Soup Nazi episode.
Funny. I wish I did. Then I'd have a portion as well.
Funny guy. We thank you, man. We thank you for the question, the call, and all the support on Facebook. You've been a loyalist from the beginning.
Absolutely. And one last request, Gilbert, please butcher my name and tell me something completely derogatory. I would love it.
His name is Scott Stite.
3 minutes have gone by. He's not gonna remember.
Scott Seifelleiden, Skyven. Go fuck yourself.
I just literally told my daughter I'm on hold waiting for Gilbert Gottfried to tell me to go fuck myself.
There you go. A greater honor you will never receive.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you, buddy.
Was your daughter impressed?
Happy birthday, Gilbert.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
thank you. Oh, my goodness.
All right.
I hope he wasn't a Jew.
Dara's up again. Well, who's area code 609?
Okay, Dara. 609. I think that's California.
She wants to say, is that New Hampshire? Let's find. The only way to find out.
Dara's got like an idiot savant skill. She can identify any state by the area code.
Area code 609. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hi. It's 609 is New Jersey.
It's Jersey.
I'm from Jersey. You from Jersey? I'm from Jersey.
Who do we have the pleasure of talking to?
This is Eva Klein. I'm one of your friends on Facebook.
Eva, we know you. How are you? Eva, you're one of the listeners that gives us hope because you're a woman.
I think I am. Yes.
Yeah, my wife likes to say you don't have any women listening to this show.
Oh, you kidding me? Listen, guys. I listen to every single episode. I drive an hour each way to work.
God help you.
And I started in the summer. My son, he's 16. We listened to you. We went to see you, Gilbert, in New Brunswick when you were up there with my husband.
Thanks.
You just make us laugh. You were the best.
Thanks.
And I bought your merch. I got your merch.
I appreciate it.
This woman paid for a ticket to see you.
Yeah.
She paid the 2-drink minimum or whatever the hell it is, and she bought merch.
She's a total sucker.
I am.
Eva, he should come and wallpaper your living room. Do you have a guest house or like a garage?
No, we have a guest bedroom. He can come and stay here if you want.
He should come and paint for all you've done for him. Do you have a question or a request or maybe a trivia question or something?
Well, I wanted to tell you, I don't know if you'll appreciate this as much as I do, but I kept hearing the song with the hello there, hello there.
Hello there.
And I think my Uncle Irv, who was like a grandpa to me, he was crazy. He was like a really nutty guy, but he always would say, hello there, to me on the telephone. And I'm thinking, did you get this from the song? So I called my brother, who's 11 years older, and I said, Harvey, did Uncle Irv know this from? And he said, yes, he was a huge Marty Allen fan.
There you go.
Oh, my God.
That warms Gilbert's heart.
Wow.
I'm telling you, he's been gone for like maybe 20 years. I adored that man. And it made me so stinking happy to like remember something about him through your show. It was just great.
Does this ring a bell?
Great. And now I keep playing it.
Learn to say it, it's so easy to do. Hello there, hello there, hello there, everybody, and they'll all say hello there to you.
Does that bring back memories, Eva?
I'm telling you, I play that. I keep playing that. I'm annoying my husband and son. I keep playing that video on YouTube.
Do you have a
I'm
favorite?
singing that.
Do you have a favorite episode that we did, Eva?
Oh my God! Well, there's so many, but I love Richard Kind.
Well, another vote for Richard Kind.
Mario
He's the best.
I should be tabulating
oh my
this.
God. I want him to come to my house for dinner.
You want Richard Kind to come to your house for dinner? This could be arranged.
I'm sure he would.
Absolutely. We're pretty sure he would.
I get whenever Richard emails us about a show, I get giddy.
Yeah. Richard emails us all the time. He's become the best friend this show's ever had. So we adore him. I saw him the other night at Larry Storch's 96th birthday, and he was wonderfully killed.
Oh my God!
He didn't kill Larry Storch.
I make arugula. I make good brisket. And I can make them kosher.
Dara, get on the phone.
Gilbert's on an Uber right now on his way.
Dara, would you settle for Gilbert instead of Richard?
Gilbert, you can come. Bring the whole family. Whatever you.
Gilbert, you like kugel and kugel and arugula?
Make a good kugel.
See, this would make a great reality show. Me and Richard going to this woman's house for dinner.
I think you and Richard, that would be the show.
Popping on people's houses.
Yeah, you just go for free meals across the eastern seaboard.
That would be great.
Eva, we love you. Thank you for supporting the show.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling, and thanks for being there for us from the beginning.
Oh, always. And you know who ate my arugula and asked me out on a date? Jackie Mason.
Jackie Mason asked you on a date?
Well, she made some arugula. I thought it would be nice.
You know, Gilbert loused him.
God.
Yeah, I loused him.
That's all right.
Thank you, Eva.
I took my mother to see him.
Please tell other women to listen to the show.
If you could, we'll go out on a date, and at the end of the night, maybe a blowjob or something.
Too late. She's off the line. Thank you, Eva. 908. This is New Jersey. I know this one.
Yeah, we go from Jersey all the way to Jersey.
I know this was like near South
Wait, I have their exact address. Want to give it?
Plains and Fanwood is 908. Hello, who's on the line?
Hello, Frank and Gilbert. This is Joey from Woodbridge. Joe Charalanza.
Joe Charalanza. Hey, Giuseppe Charalanza.
Yes. Forget about it over there.
Come stai?
Yes, sir. I'm the Monkeys obsessed listener who messaged you a couple of times.
You're obsessed with the Monkeys, the band, or Gilbert's constant...
or the Monkeys that perform cunnilingus.
The cunnilingus chimps. Because, that's caught on Twitter, you know.
Can you play the cunnilingus chimp music?
What can we do for you, my friend? You got a question, a request, some trivia?
I wanted to see if I could do a quick bit about the Nuremberg trial real quick. that guy a couple of calls ago, I didn't think you were going to let him stay on that long.
Gilbert was fascinated.
As far as I'm concerned, he could be our guest on the show from now on.
Favorite episode.
Okay, I'll be quick because I know you guys are kind of running down on time, but my favorite episode had to be, and there's so many of them that I love, but the Mark Hudson one.
Wasn't that wild?
It seemed like he touched on so many different subjects, but for me as a listener, it seemed like he led Gilbert right into a joke, and it completely caught Gilbert off guard when he was talking about Hervey Valenciennes.
Right.
And about how his and the pain.
Right. That's
and
right.
Gilbert just kind of was stunned for a second and then just busted out laughing.
Do you remember we did Mark Hudson at Nutmeg and we were sitting in the kitchen and he just walked in and was fired out of a cannon?
He walked in. We're sitting in the kitchen. He walks in. And it's like he had already done like half the show.
Right. He just walked in with like 6 dirty stories. at the ready.
Yeah.
He was an automatic guess. We should get Mark back.
Yes.
He's probably got a couple more bullets to fire.
You can't use this on the show, but a lot of his stories.
He also told us a few we couldn't tell on the air, unfortunately.
And I think he does the funniest Cher imitation.
He's a very funny man. We'll
Yeah.
get Mark Hudson back. He lives in the city. He lives on the Upper West Side. Thank you, man. We appreciate hearing from you.
Oh, definitely. And thank you guys for what you do.
Of course. We appreciate you. Take care.
Okay, bye.
All right, we got a few more before we run out of energy.
I have a thought. I'm going to leave a pause here in case we want to edit this out later.
Yeah.
Because we have all these people in the queue.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a few more for this episode and then run into another mini with the people that are still in the queue, or do you want to?
We probably should.
Well, yeah, I mean, because they've been paid. Some of these people have been holding for 40 minutes.
My worry is the people on the mini who aren't on Stitcher won't hear themselves.
Hey, small price to pay.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right, let it rip. We'll do another. I don't know, 3-4 on the main, and then we'll switch over.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
We now go to beautiful downtown area code 206.
Dara, what's 206?
Seattle, I think.
Seattle. Is
Seattle.
she right? Is she right? Is Dara right?
Yeah, this is Seattle.
There you
Hey.
go. Look at that, Dara. I am so impressed. Who do we have the pleasure of talking to?
Oh, Morty Weinberg, and he's a friend of St. Santa Padre on Facebook.
I know you. How you doing, Morty?
Yes. I'm doing good, thank you. I just wanted to wish Gilbert a happy birthday and also thank you guys for turning me on. I got a Dick Miller autograph right before he passed away.
Oh, you got a Dick Miller autograph?
Wow.
Before you passed away.
Yeah.
Dick was a lovely guy. We loved him.
Yes.
Good man.
Yeah, so I sent his wife sincerity, but I just want to thank you all for the education and everything, and helping out my mom with re-listening to Marilyn Michaels again, so.
Oh, your mom dug the Marilyn Michaels episode.
Oh, she was actually crying, but
oh, how about that?
Because she loves
Gilbert, you made another woman cry.
Yeah.
We do bring them back, don't we, Morty?
Yeah, you do.
You know, it's the philosophy of the show, as Gilbert always says. These people are as good as they ever were. You know,
Yeah.
These performers, and they need to be heard.
And you don't realize what their background is and who their all family is and how they got developed. So.
Absolutely. Do you have a favorite episode, an absolute favorite one before we jump?
Yeah, the Bruce Valanche.
Oh, wasn't he great?
Oh, yeah.
Bruce Valanche is what
amazing.
Gilbert likes to call where we don't even have to show up. We leave the mics on and leave. Yeah, he was great.
Because I believe the David Niven story, so I thought it was amazing.
Absolutely. That's gospel. Yeah, we'll have Bruce back too sometime. Thank you, man. We appreciate hearing from you, Morty.
You're welcome.
Keep up the listening.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the support.
I will. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
All right.
Dara, area code 412.
Dara, what's 412? Pittsburgh.
in the house.
Dara is yelling out area codes. She has this uncanny skill.
We
All
are,
right, Pittsburgh. We're on to you.
Hi, this is Fred Wheaton.
Fred, I know you.
That's Jersey.
Hey, Frank.
How you doing, man? Fred is a wacky
good, sir. How are you?
fellow wacky packer.
Oh.
And I don't mean the Howard Stern
Yes.
whack pack. I mean the wacky pack trading cards.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Yes. Fred, you're an illustrator, a cartoonist.
Somebody at some club gave me a couple of stickers.
Wacky pack stickers?
Yeah.
Fred, was that you?
Not at a club. No, I think I sent some in the mail, but
He sent you, and didn't
Maybe.
you send Gilbert some of those what are those cards called that you've been trying to get, the things from the street?
The Chick
the
Tracks.
flick. Didn't you send Gilbert some Chick Tracks in the mail for Christmas?
right. Yeah, that's true. The Chick Tracks and
you sent me
also the Yago pin.
He sent you the Yago pin.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But
yes.
I've learned so much about Jesus and going to hell.
Fred, did you and I ever meet in the Tops days? Or were you?
No, we never did. The thing we worked on separately but together was the
Hollywood Zombies. Yes. I wrote a series of cards called Hollywood Zombies, and Fred and Drew and the great Herman Mejia and some other artists illustrated those cards. That was a fun project.
It was. I did a lot of the concept drawings for that.
Yeah. Except they made me write 88 cards in a weekend, which almost killed me. But that was fun. That was a trial by fire. If
that was a fun project.
Anybody's
sure.
listening, they can find them online. Hollywood Zombies it was a fun card series. Do you have a favorite episode, Fred? You want to talk about, or do you have a Gilbert request?
Well, I wanted to say that I was one of the people. I was like 14 years old when Gilbert's season of SNL was on.
Oh,
and I was actually watching at the time, and Gilbert's work stood out for me. I noticed Gilbert, and
really,
it amazes me.
How about that?
Yeah,
when he had the Jufro.
Well,
yes.
like
So you used to watch that?
Was this court mandated, Fred? Did you do it voluntarily?
I was a glutton for punishment.
Yeah,
Apparently.
he was funny on that show.
No,
He's modest about it.
No, I think so too. And one of the things, because I was 14, one of the bits that stuck out to me, and I remembered after all those years, was the thing about boring jobs, which Gilbert described as hum jobs.
Oh, yes!
Wow, what a memory!
Yes!
Wow. Are those available anywhere?
I probably.
I wouldn't watch them.
No, some are online.
Oh my God! Yes, the hum job bit.
Yeah, I don't even know if I knew at age 14 what a hum job was, but I was like, oh, that must be naughty,
Fred, you are taking him back.
Gee.
Yeah, to a period of his career he'd like to forget.
Yes.
Thanks,
so
man.
It just blows me away. That,
Thank you.
I have Gilbert's voice in my ears at least twice a week listening to each episode.
Yep. I'm gonna plug your work. People can find Hollywood Zombies, and you've done other stuff for Tops too, right?
The Wacky Packs, Garbage Pail Kids.
Wacky Packs, Garbage.
I'll throw it. Yeah, I'll throw in a plug too. I'm going to be at a kart show in the first weekend of May.
There you go.
It's the 4th and 5th in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Perfect.
It's called the Philly Non-Sport Trading Card Show. It's not in Philly, but it's near Philly, I guess.
So go see Fred.
But, our mutual pal Jeff Zapata is going to be there.
I love that man, Jeff. If you're listening,
yeah,
we're overdue for a drink. All right, man. We love hearing from you, Fred.
Hey, it's my pleasure. Thanks a lot. It was great to talk to you.
And thanks for finding that Iago pin that I could never find.
One last thing I wanted to mention just about the show, because I love the show.
Yeah, go quick.
The mini episodes I enjoy just as much, if not more sometimes.
You're the one.
Main show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when the four of you guys are just sitting around and shooting the shit, it's just it gets I die. It's
How
hilarious.
nice. How nice.
Also, just about the main show.
It's awesome.
As much as I enjoy sort of the marquee guests like John Astin, I appreciate guests that I don't know, like Austin Pendleton. I didn't really know his stuff.
Right.
And that those surprises
we try
are great when those come along. So
we feel like everybody, no matter how famous they are or aren't, everybody has stories. Like somebody like Ron Friedman, who a lot of our listeners didn't know, but there was a great storyteller.
Oh, that was
an automatic guest. So that's one of the things we strive for. Thanks, man. You and I will meet one of these days.
That would be cool.
Take care, Fred.
Guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Hey, I think we're gonna go to another country now.
Let's do one. Let's do one more.
Okay, want to take what I think is a foreign call.
Okay, we'll do one more, and then you want to switch over to a mini episode.
Yeah, we'll wrap this one up, and then we'll switch.
Okay,
to
so
mini.
you are the last caller, as they say on the free show,
from somewhere I think far away, but I could be wrong.
Hello.
Hello, I'm calling from Australia. Happy birthday.
Australia!
Thank you.
Yay!
Good day, mate.
I know you. You.
It's Olivia Newton-John.
Yes.
Can you sing that song from Greece?
Please identify yourself.
God, I'm sure you appreciate you. Oh, my name is Jennifer, and thank you so much for producing this show and introducing me to people that I've never heard of.
Like Gilbert Gottfried?
Yeah.
Jennifer, that's so nice.
Thank you. I can never look at oranges the same way again. Thank you so much. And I've had coffee and I'm a bit jittery and
that's
sorry.
Okay. What time is it out there, Jennifer, or down there?
Isn't it tomorrow?
It's midday Friday. Yeah, it is.
It's Friday already.
Thursday night.
What's the future like? Did the U.S. get bombarded from another country?
If you can go into tomorrow and tell us who won the game the night before.
Yeah, Gilbert, it's a voice from the future. Jennifer, how did you discover the show? May I ask?
Just through searching. Yeah. I'm sorry, it's not more interesting than that. Just through looking through iTunes, and I got recommended, and I love Gilbert from things that he's done, and so I thought, oh, this will be good, and yeah, it was.
You a big Funky Monkey fan, are you?
Oh yes.
back by midnight.
Yeah.
Richard Kind. Bring back Richard Kind. I love him so much too.
Another vote for Richard Kind.
He really is the best.
Richard Kind is yes.
He is awesome.
Yeah, this is the Richard Kind fan club tonight. We love him. He's changed our lives. He's changed this show for the better.
And he's even a bigger schnorer than I am. That's what I love about Richard Kind.
Gives Gilbert strange comfort. How popular do you think the show is in Australia, Jennifer? Do you interact with other people who listen to us, or are you the lone wolf?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no. We have a few people here.
Are you in Melbourne? Are you in Sydney?
Oh, I'm in a little town just south of Sydney.
A little town. And so we actually have more listeners than just you.
Of course.
Our only listeners are in Australia.
it's Jennifer and a wallaby.
Yes.
Is there a club there that can book Gilbert?
Your sense of humor. Of course.
Yeah,
Please,
Paul raises a good question.
Yeah.
Is there a club Gilbert can play out in Sydney? Can he play the Opera House?
I believe there's more than one.
Gilbert, have you played Australia?
No, but that scares me to take a flight that long.
It's a long
You got to go to Melbourne. You got to play at the Winky Koala. It is quite a club.
Flight.
They
have the Bloomin' Onion.
I just know there's a joke. Did you hear about the two gay Australians who tried to enter Sydney?
There you go, Jennifer. More than you wanted.
Now, I heard Australia, because it's so separate from any place else, is why they have these weird animals that you don't find anywhere, like kangaroos and koalas, platypuses.
Mm-hmm.
That's all because it's separate.
Yeah, is that true? The emu?
Absolutely.
Gilbert has.
And don't forget about the book there.
And Australia, Australia used to be just a place for prisoners.
Penal colony.
Yeah.
Who Gilbert was in?
It was a penis colony.
No, different word.
They grow penises.
Can you do your impression of Charles Darwin for us?
Yeah.
Jennifer, have you ever heard of an act called Rod Hull and his emu?
Yes, of course.
Yes. He was big down under.
Yes.
That's a real thing.
There's
a real
another
thing.
joke going right
Yeah.
now.
Well, Mark he used to be on the Hudson Brothers show with Mark Hudson, our guest Mark Hudson. Jennifer, you have made our evening. We're so thrilled to hear from you. We're so glad people are listening.
I'd like to visit you and go down under.
Now cut that out.
His wife is right here, encouraging him.
I appreciate that.
Jennifer, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you for calling, Jennifer.
It's a perfect way to wrap this show.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
All right, cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you all. Thank the 35 people who called.
For saying hello.
Hello there, hello there, hello there.
This has been Gilbert Gottfried's amazing Colossal podcast with my co-host Frank Santopadre, the late Ray Bone, and someone who's lost everything we've ever recorded, Frank Verderosa.
250 episodes, my friend.
Yes.
Incredible.
All right, callers, still hang on the line. We're going to circle back to you in just a minute.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Dara. Bye-bye.
Hello there, Bossa Nova. Hello there.